What's going on, everybody? Matt Malatesta back in the coach's corner. This is the track coach in the city of Houston, Mr. Lloyd Banks of Fort Bend Marshall, just collecting jewelry. Coach, congrats on another state championship. I mean, it never gets old, does it?
No, man, never gets old, and I say that only because my why is different from a lot of people. As long as as my kids are good, they're happy, and creating good moments, man, I'm good. I'm on cloud nine.
So, I mean, we heard so much of Atascocita. We heard Iowa Colony. People seem like they were forgetting about Fort Bend Marshall for a minute. And y'all
It's
just had to remind them, or what?
No, we at work. We like it like that. We're not real loud. We don't make a lot of noise on the internet and talk about this and that and so forth and so on. We just put our hats on, and go to work. Just like that. A good friend of mine was, laughing about it. It's like, people got winners fatigue with you guys. And it's cool. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem being the Bulls of the '90s. Patriots of the 2000s. I'm good with that. Let's just go to work and it'll all come on the wash if we're doing what we're supposed to do.
This year, what's so cool about your program is that every year it's somebody. You got A-Chain, you got Malik. Who was it? Who was kind of the alpha of this team this year?
And I'm gonna be honest, it was really a collective. It was really collective, but at sorts enjoying, and I like to say, it's the season is chopped up in two seasons from us. You have regular season, and you have championship season. That's from district and area, regional, state. But I would say, if I had to say, I'll give the MVP. It was William Mitchell. Through championship season, Will just took off. He took off, and he was huge. He was a catalyst for our program these last couple of weeks, and he's been on the heater. We rode that bad boy all the way through. And he's one of those individuals that's built on work. So it wasn't anything for him. He stepped up and he was excited for the opportunity.
How do you describe Houston? Because of it seems like Dallas has been owning us in football. Baseball, softball's kind of a Houston town, but
Right.
just track has just dominated. How do you explain that?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of those. I'm a proponent of our youth programs. I love summer track. AAU, US Track and Field. I think they do a tremendous job of getting our kids ready. For championship season. The last couple of years, we've held the JOs down here at Humble. And man, I think that had a lot to do with a lot of participation. I know our area for sure. We have a lot of good clubs in the area. Our kids run there. You have the CL Stars and H-Town Hurricanes, you have the Wings, you have Track Houston. I don't forget anybody, but we have a lot of great youth programs. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Got a lot of great youth programs, and a lot of our kids participate. And I think that competing on that big of a scale so early is a good thing. So I like 8, 9 years old, and you're running in front of tens of thousands of people. Once you get to high school, it's like, oh, heck, I do this. And that combined with just overall coaching better. You know, and having understanding of what it takes to make kids, bigger, faster, stronger. Those things has put us in a good place, track and field wise.
It's kind of cool also because it seems like the track coaching fraternity, y'all are all good together. And
Yeah.
I love what Dion Miner does over at FBCA right down the
Yeah.
street.
Right
What
down the
you're
street. Yeah.
doing. I mean, Atascocita, Summer Creek. Just talk about do y'all collab? Is there just trading of information? Not so much trading, but just like best practices. Are y'all kind of connected that way?
Well, there's always a tip of a hat out of respect. It's always we respect all of us respect each other, all of us. Even the ones that haven't had the success. A lot of great track coaches out there that haven't had the opportunity to sniff a championship. For different reasons here and there. But we know that the job is a tough one. So there's never anything negative with any of the coach or anything like that. We are all of us competitive. I'm going to be honest. We are all very competitive. And every now and then, we'll share a workout or two when it comes to a certain kind of kid, and if you get stuck, We don't have a problem asking here and there. But it is fraternity, because we all know how tough it is to run a program. It's very difficult, and it's always getting. Anytime we see each other be successful, it's always love there. Because at the end of the day, you want to see kids be successful. That's we're teachers. At the end of the day, that's the number one priority. Development of the kids, man, seeing them be successful. And again, yeah, you want to have a success along the way, but again, the biggest thing is just developing these kids, these babies, man, and then walking away with great moments.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Here it goes.
Okay.
I've been
Okay.
waiting for this question for you to answer.
Okay.
The Mount Rushmore of Greater Houston area track
Uh,
is
all right. All right. Greater Houston area. Are we I love this question. It's good. I'm a little geek. I like this kind of stuff. I'm one of those people who love high fidelity. So your top five. So I'm with it. Are we talking years? Oh, you gotta give me some years. Are we talking
I
a
mean,
certain
let's say
group?
the past 15, 20 years. Let's say, yeah.
15. Okay, good. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's work. 15, 20 years. Are we talking sprinters? Are we talking runners? Period. Oh, let's do
Yes.
sprinters. I'll go sprinters. Let me go sprinters.
Okay.
Sprinters last 15, 20 years. I'm biased, so I'm gonna have Devon A. Chain on line for sure. Matt Bowlen has to be on. Rhea got to be on there. Jelani Walker's got to be on there. That's three. Oh, man, this is a toughie. Great Houston area. I don't want to. I'm trying my best not to beat. That's 15. I'm trying not to be biased,
I
but
know.
I might have to. I'm gonna have to pick another kid of mine. I had a kid Shimon Imwa. Shimon was a monster for us too. We had. Man, yeah, I'm sorry. I got two on there. I just got two
Yeah,
on there.
that's
I
okay.
Rainey was good. Darius, I like Rainey at some. It's a lot. You know what? That's might be have the question. You might have to have some of the coaches get down at the round table and do that together.
That is,
I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot. I forgot, but I just off the top of the head, those catches came up. So
I don't know where Burrell was.
man, Burrow's a monster. So you think about accomplishments and what they've done. Like you said, I saw something the other day where Jelani had his medals. I think he had like 9 gold medals at state. That's listen, that's a tough task.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's a toughie. But that alone, he had to go on there. You know what I mean? Just doing it at a high rate consistently for so many years, so many chances, not folding up when the lights get bright. That counts for something.
I'm a Woodlands guy. I got to put Keyshawn Carter in there.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a lot though.
There's a
I
lot.
like
There's
I
a
like I
lot of
like
guys.
Iliad over there, but I mean yeah, like I said, you have to sit down. You really have like a round table with a lot of people because again, Carter was a monster. Even for Carter, what's my guy name? Big
Yeah.
was it Jake? Was it Big Jake?
Jake
Lanier was
Lanier.
man, was
Jake
the most
Lanier ran at Texas A&M. You had
yes.
kind of going way back in the North Shore days. DeAndrew White was really good. He ended
Yeah.
up going to Alabama.
Arthur Lee for North Shore was a monster. You had a lot of good cats, especially Hicks. You had a lot of good ones, man. I like Aaron Sharp at Summer Creek a couple years back. He was a monster. I mean, there were a lot of really, really good kids. You have to sit down and you kind of you got to compartmentalize some of that. When you talking about the round of power 1-2s, 2-4 kids, or 4-8 kids, because you have some coaches they're gonna beat the table for their kids, and rightfully so. There's a lot of good ones out there.
Let me ask you this last question. Why,
Mm,
when we cover track,
right.
it blows up the internet? Why? What is it about track and field that really drives eyeballs?
Everybody likes speed. Everyone likes speed, and you got to remember the participation rate in track and field is high. I think, I don't know the numbers, and I have numbers in front of me. When you talk about the sport of track and field, I mean, I want to say that's probably the most participated sport in Texas because you have girls and you have boys, and I mean, we all love it. And you have the sprinters, you have the jumpers, you have the throwers, you have the boys, you have the girls. So that's a lot of people that the eyes are on the sport, and we're one of those sports where we kind of like banging on the door and saying, let us in. We're in Texas, so we know football is king, and basketball is huge. But we're there like, hey, give us a little time, give us a look-see. we're here, you know, and we like anything else, a lot of stuff is financial. So the more money that get put into the sport, the more eyes that come, you get put on it. You know what I mean? So, but as of now, as a coach, on this level, I just try to, continue to work and continue to have the kids have some success, and hopefully, with opportunities, man, the sport will grow. We just, it's I think, especially some of the coaches, we're always thinking of ways to grow the sport. To grow the sport, what do we need to do to grow the sport? Because it's wonderful, But like anything else, and like anything else, need the backing financially, and and having an opportunity to be on the internet and any other kind of outlets is a good thing for the sport. Like you said, when y'all cover it, people gonna come. They gonna get them clicks and them likes and loves and reposts and all that good stuff. Because I mean it's an awesome sport.
They do love it, man. The Twitter sphere, the X sphere,
Yes.
Instagram, Facebook, they love them to track. All right, well, hey, this is Lloyd Banks. He is one of the most decorated track coaches in the country. He gets another state championship at Fort Bend Marshall. The herd is back again. No surprise, coach. Congrats again. This is Matt with VYPE. We'll see y'all at the track.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it having me.